What's up, Super Trucker?
Hey, not much there. You get that pickup fixed?
Nope.
Holy cow.
No, about ready to fix it. I got a stick of dynamite out here.
Oh boy, that's
I got
a
it all
catastrophic fix.
I got it all back together. I got the bearings in, the columns all nice and all that crap, and for the life of me I cannot figure out where the wiring goes. That's the problem. There's no plug showing, there's nothing and I unplugged all that crap about a year ago, so hell if I remember any of it.
And it's probably all the same collar wires and plugs, ain't it?
Well, you would think, but I went to the Ford dealer. They couldn't find nothing. I found a Ford enthusiast chat online, and it takes forever to get an answer from somebody. So my main thing was the bearings were bad, so the steering wheel was all sloppy. Well, I got it fixed, but I need to get it inspected because we won't have a truck in another week if I don't, and it'll be 2 weeks probably before they send me my new sticker. I needed a horn, and the horn button broke when the bearings went out. All that shit got trashed inside, so I replaced everything. But now I don't have a horn, so I bought a little $4 horn button today, and as long as the horn works, that's all they're concerned about. So
that's what I was going to suggest, one of them little buttons or a toggle switch. I have hooked them up to a toggle switch before, but as long as it works.
That sumbitch is getting inspected Monday if it's the last thing I do.
I thought he'd bought a little gimmicky thing, I was like, how is that supposed to work?
Donna keeps this on her desk. I had thought about using this.
Absolutely. Put that out on the left mirror. Hell yeah. Actually, you can get two of them. Put one on each mirror, and then when she's over in the passenger seat, you just look at her and say, 1, 2, 3, blow, honey, and just reach out and start squeezing them.
Hey, if Randy said 1, 2, 3, blow, honey, I don't think he's talking about the horns.
Yeah.
Here comes blowhole.
Yeah.
Great choice of words there, Keith.
Yeah. I figured I would just give a little bit of my input in there. Not that it's needed or wanted, but hey,
We'll take it where we can get it. Hey, Keith, while we got you on the phone, go ahead and say hello to Donna Reed.
Hello, Donna Reed. Thank you for showing up.
Yeah, Donna Reed demanded that we got you on this show tonight.
Good deal.
I know, she just loves your music.
Well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. That's why I put it out there for give people options, to listen to something other than the hip hop country that they've got out there now.
So what's going on over there with Keith Sampson? Have you got any more music out? Any plans for any more music?
No, I don't have any more music. I don't have any recorded yet. I do have other songs, that I've been playing around with, writing and rewriting. But as far as the CD of mine should be out in the fall here in the truck stops, from what I'm understanding from the record label. And so we're just kind of holding back and see what happens with that before I go back in and start recording some new stuff. But I like to cut a song or two with Mr. Steve Hickman there. Boy, that he's got it going on.
Yes, it needs to happen, doesn't it? Oh,
absolutely.
Yes.
And we're gonna take a vacation in August here, and I'm not going to be able to make it to the truck show because we're going to visit our grandkids up in Missouri, and then I've got my son in Indiana. We're going to make our way over there and then over to Columbus, Ohio for some family time, and then work our way back through to you guys, and then up to New Mexico, and then back down to Arizona. But
so you and Steve are talking about getting together?
Yeah, I've been talking to him about we're going to come over to Indiana, and I'm going to visit my son. He's going to drive down from down to Indianapolis, where I'm going to be at with the RV, and I'm trying to set something up over there at the RV park, and I'm going to see. Hopefully, it's going to be during the week. It's going to be like on a Tuesday and a Wednesday, but I'm going to try to see if Steve has a little bit of free time. Maybe he can ride over to the RV park we're at, the campground, and kick back and meet each other and bang on some guitars or whatever, have a drink.
Won't that be slicker than snot on a doorknob?
That will be. Got
a song in mind, or are you guys going to make it up as you go?
I'll do either. I've got one in mind. I sent him that one that cornfield party that I wrote, and I told him, you look at this and play with it and see what you come up with. I mean, it don't have to stay the way I wrote it. If you got something better, we'll throw it in there. We'll make it work. So
yeah, I mean, if you guys can sort of practice in the run up to it, and then when you get there, maybe you might just be able to just jam it through. I don't know.
Yeah, and I like to record it on my phone or something, but do a little video or something of it, and then whenever we come to stop through to visit with you guys, I can I can throw it down on the table and let you see it and hear it or whatever.
Yes,
Hell yeah.
sir.
So I'm gonna try to make that happen. I hope you know how that works. You playing all kinds of crap, and then just about before it's ready to happen, something falls through. But hopefully, if all goes well, we'll be there, and maybe Steve and maybe his wife or buddy or something can ride down and visit with us and kind of get together and just do something.
Oh,
With their
yeah.
guitars.
I want to sing backup. What's up with your CD? You getting anywhere?
I've been getting quite a few hits on the website from this sign you guys made me, and I put on the back of the trailer. And this fall is what I'm hearing from the record label, that the CDs will be out in the truck stops. They got me, and I think there was a couple other artists, singer-songwriter truckers, Paul Moorhofer, and there was another one. And I think they're trying to put this whole package and display together so they can put them all out there at the same time in the truck stops for this display that they've got created. That's going to kind of highlight all of us. So that's what they're trying to do, get 2 or 3 of them out there at once in the truck stops.
Is that what takes so long?
Well, I mean, the one guy's got to go back and record a couple other songs and put on his album, but I think as far as, I mean, they don't have to do anything to mine as far as artwork or making me re-record none of the songs or nothing like that. So mine's pretty much cut and dry, ready to go, I guess, until whenever they get he told me he was working on a display. This was about a month ago, and he said that was pretty close to getting the display done, and they're trying to do a big pitch, just a kind of a big CD party type deal, just like put 2 or 3 of them out at the same time.
Well, tell them, come on now. You're all ready to go. What do you got to wait for just because they can't get their crap together? Come on.
Yes.
Get after those guys.
I guess I'll wait. since you're the one that's shipping them to the truck stops, I mean, hell, I don't think I could get in there by myself, and I don't know the right people. That's one of them things that's kind of like a Nashville thing. If you don't know the right people or the right words to say, you're not getting anywhere.
I'll get my people to contact your people.
Yeah, that's right. You got people. You got peoples too. I got peoples. We get our.
I got friends in low places, baby.
Boy, does she. You don't even know what low is.
But we enjoy listening to the show and, inviting people over to the show to come and join and listen in and, make comments and try to, we pretty much try to help advertise for the Yankee and the Brit. I think I said something last time. I went into my CD Bab account and looked, and my stuff is selling in Europe and China, and it's got to be because of y'all, because it ain't played nowhere else. So it ain't played. It ain't played on the regular radio, so they got to be hearing it from y'all or somewhere.
Well, we do have listeners in like Norway and all sorts of places. So don't be surprised where your plays come from.
Yeah. I mean, when I looked at that and seen that my stuff was streaming in Europe and China, I was like, holy cow! I mean, how did it get over there? And I would like to meet the interpreter that interpreted twang for them people.
Oh, you got twang?
Just because you got twang don't mean your country.
What's this about this hillbilly bone?
Yeah, what is a hillbilly bone?
Oh, listen to me while I tell you this little tale. I once heard a man in United States. He says to me, "You got twang?" And I say, "No, I got bombs." You must be what they call suicide twanger.
Yeah, a suicide twanger. That's me.
Well, I don't know. We do. We love what we do, and we, of course, we like all you guys, you and Steve, and everybody else
They're
that's
kind
been
of
to
all
the
right
show.
once you get to know them.
Yeah,
aren't they?
after you get to know you guys, you're not quite a bad crowd, but it's getting over the hump, I guess, is the hard part.
Yeah.
But we, I don't know, man. We just I wish
it's
the
the other way
numbers were
round.
higher.
They're all right until you get to know them. That's more like it.
We seem to have more people listen to the show after we're done doing the show than we do during the show live. And, I think and a lot of people seem to like these shows that do these countdowns.
That's because
and
everybody in China is asleep while we're live.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, they're like a day behind us.
But they catch up the next day to hear Keith Sampson.
But I love it because I mean the you guys, I mean you play the current stuff too, but you also kind of highlight the singer songwriters, the ones that's out there, putting it together and doing it, and you don't hear that stuff on other radio stations and airways and stuff because of you don't have a big name behind you or whatever. Then to them, if your song ain't so many beats per minute or whatever, it's not going to get no airtime. It's just not. And,
Well, I wish we could get more people to see it that way. I really do. But,
Yeah.
we play mostly, 85-90% of the music we play is all the independent people that have been on our show. And there's enough there. And it's so much better that I don't even like playing any of that new Luke Bryan crap or any of that. I just don't care for that stuff, man. But you guys, you all
guys
got
have
it
got
going
twang.
on.
the songwriters that you have on your show, the independents, I mean, they're great. They're, to me, I think, most of them that's on there is just as good to be played on any radio station. But for some reason, that big name brand, you ain't got it behind you. You don't get nowhere as far as that goes. But I love the different artists and where they come from. Hear a little bit of the background of who they are, what they do. I mean, whether they're electrician, carpenter, coal miner, it doesn't matter. That talent is, they've got talent.
Yeah, exactly. And that's I mean, Donna Joe, you, of course, and Steve Hickman, and Bobby Johnson, and Kyle Daigle, and oh my God, the list is endless. There's so much great music out there, and we play all of that. We don't have any commercials. We don't talk about politics. We don't take no shit. We just eat our M&Ms. You know how that goes.
You know how that goes, big nose.
And
We love our M&Ms.
I would just think we'd have a better following than we do, and I just want more. And I'm not being greedy. I just there's so much good music I want to share with everybody.
Oh, absolutely. And they're, I mean, the different singer-songwriters and stuff that don't know about you, that's why I kind of help advertise also, because I want them to, contact you guys and say, hey, here's what I am, here's what I do, let me send you some of my stuff and see if it's worthy, and, kind of, as long as it's put together halfway decent to where it's, it's not going to blast the bass, or, as long as everything's in tune, kind of, in pitch, it's been mastered pretty close to not excellent, but pretty darn good.
Yeah,
it's something that'll play on the radio without too much lead or not too much, but just too loud. As long as everything's leveled out pretty good.
Yeah, and those people, we even play music from people that aren't that good, but they're trying, and everybody starts at the bottom. You start
Absolutely.
singing out like when you're a young man or young girl, you start out, you can't hit the notes right, and you can't do this, and you can't do that. And as you get better, I don't mind playing those once in a while. That gives people that little, I don't want to say, well, yeah, I guess an ego boost, to think, gee, I could sound better if I did. I want them to hear themselves so they can decide if they want to, carry on. And the people
Absolutely.
that are great. I also think that the people that are, like you and I keep saying Steve, but they just come to mind easily. You guys that know what you're doing and know how to sing those songs and stuff. There's a lot of people like you, and they're invited to call in anytime they want. They don't have to just be an interview with us. We look for crazy people to call in and give us a ration of shit.
We don't even have to ask for crazy people. They just
I want more though.
Sampson.
I want those people that look at our numbers and say, well, I'm not going to waste my time with them because they're not that big of a deal. Well,
Shit.
I want you to call though, because you may not think we're a big deal, but we think you're a big deal, and we want you to come say hello to your listeners, the people that make you who you are.
That's right. You get that big head and start thinking that you're too good for this or you're too good for that, and to me that tells me right off the bat that you're already too big for your britches, and how the hell are you going to get fans, or how are you going to sell your music if you think you're better than the fans that you want to listen to your music?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, look, we had an Irishman, Jesus Criminy, from Ireland call. Could hardly understand the man talk, Jordan Mogi, but his music is friggin' fantastic, man. I love the way the guy sings, and he's got that James Dean look about him, I mean, the guy's got it all going on. I love when people like that call, especially from other countries. You know, Indy Rosser had called us and talked to us, and he does some pretty decent music and stuff. There's all kinds of cool stuff out there, and it's just like you got to keep reminding these people every 5 minutes. You know, call us, be part of the show. Come on, we don't do commercials, we don't talk, we don't stick our nose into your business. We just want your music.
Yeah, and I've said the same. Get into the chat room, you can make comments. I said the host Yanki and the Brit, they'll come back and make comments to your comments and other people. I mean, you can interact with everybody in that chat room if you don't have a chance to pick up the phone call, or you're driving or something like that or whatever, you pull over, you got the phone or the interaction there in that chat room also. Plus you're listening to, some good music.
We need a couple Swift drivers to call in so we can get some of those excellent crash sound effects for our show.
Damn, wait till I'm not beside one of them. If you get one to call in, ask them where they're at, which way they're going.
I can hear it now. God damn it, Yankee! I got a dent in the side of my truck from a Swift driver calling into your damn show.
Because on Fridays, but before Vicky gets ready to lay down, take her nap over to the Texas line from Tucson, then I'll have her to put the Yankee and the Brit show on. And you can see that I'm there, but I'm not making comments about anything. But I can listen and hear everything that everybody's saying and all the music and all that stuff. But I'm driving at that point there, and I could just about hear if you said, "Hey, where are you at, driver?" And they said, "Oh, I'm here at mile marker such and such and such and such," and I'll know exactly who to be watching out for.
That's right. Well, I'm glad you're over there at the 133, because I'm going to hang back here at the 136 till you wipe it out, and then I'll pass on by.
Exactly right. I'm going to either pass you or I'm just going to slow down.
You probably better to slow down and back it off.
Yeah, no doubt.
Where are you folks at now?
We are over here in Louisiana. We should be over in Alabama sometime this evening, later on tonight, and then Sunday, of course, we're pretty much off all day Sunday, sitting over there, and deliver Monday.
Oh, so you're in the big truck?
Yeah.
All righty then.
We'll do our little vacation deal in August, I think our plans are right around August the 16th or something to head over that way and try to get back to the house after our big round trip here by Labor Day, or therefore just a little after.
Boy, you're going to burn up some fuel dragging that Lamborghini around.
Yeah. Did you see that little CRV I bought?
No, did you really?
Yeah, I did buy a little CRV. I bought a because you can tow them 4 wheels down. I did not know when I bought this, or even before I bought this, that there's only certain makes and models of vehicles that you can tow behind an RV 4 wheels down on the ground.
Right.
And so when I started researching that, both vehicles we have, which is a Dodge Ram 2500 pickup and then a Toyota, neither one of them can be towed 4 wheels down. And I didn't want to buy a Dolly because you see them things sway all over the place all the time. Then you blow a tire on that, and then you probably lose your car and everything else. So we started looking at what you can buy and can't buy. And so we found a little Honda CRV, which is a towable vehicle 4 wheels down on the ground. So that we got that set up, and we're going to be dragging that thing across the U.S. with us.
Probably around the 3rd.
That should be interesting.
Probably around August the 3rd. Yeah, you ought to see me get in and get out of that thing.
Have you learned to back it up yet?
The CRV or the RV?
Both together.
No, I've not even had them hooked up together. I had to take the car and drop it off at a body, not a body shop, but a RV shop, and they have to install this Blue Ox base plate with a wiring pin plug on it and all that stuff. And so I've got the RV back, but I hadn't pulled it, so I don't know how easy or hard it's going to be to back up, but I would bet it's probably not going to be easy since it's so short.
Do you have to, what the hell was like, shit, just like that, I forgot. Pulling that thing around, I was going to ask you something about that. I don't know.
On certain RVs, I think they have to be bigger than 42 foot. If an RV is bigger than 42 foot, then I think you do actually have, I don't know if it's in all states, but I think you do have to have a Class B license, which I didn't know that any RVers had, a different license other than a driver's license. But I think if it's bigger than 42 foot, you do have to have at least a Class B license because it has, mine has air brakes on it.
Oh, there you go. This is what I was going to ask. Do you have to have extended mirrors on that so you can see what you're hauling around back there?
No, because it's got a rear camera on the RV, so I can still look and see everything behind me through that camera that's on the dash. They put this stuff in these RVs, not to just, you can't be looking at this and looking at that, but they put a whole damn camera screen right there in front of you, so you can see everything around you. You don't even have to look out the window.
How do you think that'll be compared to, the old habits of checking your mirror every few seconds?
I don't know, because unless I put little fiberglass antennas or something, them white poles with the orange flag on it, unless I put them on both sides, I will not be able to see it. And I'll be always looking back there for it.
Well, I shouldn't change your habits as far as looking in the mirrors, but being able to see what the hell you're pulling around, that's I don't like when I can't keep an eye on my load.
Oh, me neither. And if I happen to be driving down the highway and I see my little car passing me, I'm going to know something come unhooked, because I couldn't see that when I left.
Honest, officer, it was there when I left the house.
I was like, honey, check the camera. Is the car still back there?
Well, Mr. Sampson, I just wrote your Honda a ticket for 150 miles an hour in a 60-mile-an-hour zone.
my Honda was passing the RV, and it's still dragging the cables.
Lord knows it wasn't me.
It was being driven by a 4-year-old bra.
Yeah, it was being driven by the 4-year-old bra. What's that crusty stuff on the back glass here? Pick that off there. Boy, if I could take a picture or a video of this guy that I see in my rear view mirror, y'all would be impressed. This guy has been out here for 20 minutes trying to wipe black marks off of the side of his Snyder trailer, because he don't want his company to know that he sideswiped something. And he's at the last panel, and he's out here trying to wipe black marks off of it. And they're not coming off.
Oh.
I don't know what he's wiping it with, but the marks are still on there. He just keeps wiping away. I think I'll take a picture of this guy whenever I hang up the phone. I'll get my wife to take a picture, but he's back there wiping his ass off. I think he sideswiped something with his Snyder trailer, and he's got a gallon of water and a rag, and he's out there trying to wipe these black marks off the rear back panel, and they're not coming off. He just keeps wiping away.
Got to do this before I get back to the yard.
Yeah, that's exactly right. He must be heading to the Snyder yard because he's trying to get them marks off of there.
I got to tell you, I did a boo-boo like that one time over in New York City. You know how they mark the height for those bridges? They measure from the curb instead of the damn street. And I was flying around over there in Brooklyn somewhere, and I saw this bridge coming up. I said, man, that shit don't feel right. And I jumped over in the gutter right along the curb, and all I heard was a little zzz. And I was like, oh, what the fuck was that noise? So I got where I was going, and I walked around the trailer, and I looked everywhere, and I didn't see anything. And I said, man, something ain't right. I got to go up there and look. I went up and looked. I crawled up the hinges on the door because there was no way to get up there from the tractor. And down the whole right side, it had peeled off a strip of metal about probably a 1/4 inch wide, the whole length of the trailer. And by the grace of God, man, you could lift the roof right off of there and look right inside the trailer.
Oh, my God.
You know, it was like opening a can of sardines, how it was all curled up, hanging there on the back of the trailer. I got up there, man. Yeah. I got me some gray duct tape, and they said, well, go drop and hook over there at General Electric. I was like, gone like a cool breeze. I never heard a word. Unbelievable, man. Freaky shit.
Oh, yeah, you can get into some tight binds, tight places with these that you wouldn't expect, and be too close to a tree or a tree branch or, anything, a building or whatever, and think that you've just got a couple inches and you're going to clear it, and then all of a sudden it's there. By the time you stop, it's already done the damage. It's already done.
Oh, yeah. Boy, does it do some damage. That pucker factor is something else, too.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. If I heard that, I'd be thinking the worst. I'd be wanting to stop immediately, but up in New York, you can't just stop in the middle of the road.
Hell no. Are you kidding me?
You'll get run over or robbed or killed or something.
So you got any new songs?
The songs I've been working on, I've got one that I've been working on recently, last probably about a month or so, and it's called Truck Driving Women. It's about women. It's kind of a more of an upbeat, kind of a rhythmic song, talking about women kind of can do it just as good as any man, talking about driving a truck and the respect that they just want the respect they deserve. That's kind of the whole gist of the song, but it's a pretty good song. I play it most of the time on the guitar there, but I want to get it right before I send it to the recording studio so that they'll know exactly which way I'm going with this. I mean, I pretty much got it, but just a few things that I want to work out as far as instruments, what I think I hear in it or something.
Very good. Well, before we cut you loose, we're already been about a half hour here. You never know it. Do you have any opinions on the Truckers Had Enough Operation Black and Blue?
No, I've not researched that enough to kind of know exactly what everything is about. I mean, I know a lot of people get into the ELDs and they want to throw this in there and throw that in there and just kind of the truckers. I haven't researched that enough. I've seen, I think, a couple postings on Facebook about it, but I didn't go in there and read them. So I wasn't giving an honest, educated opinion until I read up on exactly what they're talking about.
All right. Are we going to get to see you and your dad live on Facebook again?
Do what's that?
We going to get to see you and your dad singing again anytime soon?
My father-in-law, he's.
Oh, is that who it was? Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. He can sing. He's got that old style in him, and he's got that loud, powerful voice. He keeps telling me, he says, "Let's go in the room and sing something. Let's go in the room and sing something." Well,
he must be enjoying it though. He must get a kick out of that.
He loves it. He loves it.
Well,
but he loves it. But yeah, we'll be listening in tonight on our way over to there. Vicky will be driving, and I'll be listening and making comments on you guys. And then Sunday, of course, you doing that Sunday evening too?
We might do one tomorrow night. We're not sure yet, but
maybe if anything, probably for about an hour or so.
Yes.
Uncle Larry's got his birthday tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
All right, mi amigo, go truck him.
Yankee and the Brit, yes, Yankee and the Brit. One is a genius, the other's a twit. On the radio, the beans have been spliced. The Yankee and the Brit, 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 Brit.